This CST Saints Training Camp Report is brought to you by Louisiana Cat.
All right, goodbyes are never easy, but it's come to this. Our final
Word on the Strief
of training camp. You know what? You gave me a big Northwestern word last week, juxtaposition.
Yes.
I've fought this two-shot the whole time. On our last one, can we sit down?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in. All right.
Looks better, doesn't it?
Better. I'll even slouch for you.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Let's talk about you as a TV guy. Now, to me, this has been a great segment, one of the best we've ever had at CST. You've been in the league 9 years, but you got to be thinking down the road what you would do. Would you be a TV guy after playing?
You know, I don't know. I have a hard time criticizing athletes. I feel like I've spent my whole life listening to the criticism, and I'm like, I almost have a hard time, you know. I know how many times someone said, oh, he did this, and knowing, well, that wasn't what I was supposed to do. That wasn't even my guy, or that wasn't. So I'm so cautious with that. I don't know that I'll ever do it. It might be fun to come and do on a more of a public interest basis, but I don't know if I can criticize everybody.
That's a good answer. You know what? I'm going to be accused of sucking up in this segment because of my next question. But, you know, this is LSU, but it's also Northwestern, his alma mater. I thought I'd pay tribute to him in the last segment here. But offensive linemen, I've covered 3 different NFL teams. Why are offensive linemen always good interviews? I've never met an offensive lineman who's not a good interview.
Well, probably because we don't ever get interviewed, so we have so much to say. We've been bottling up answers for so long that we're more prepared. I mean, Drew has to talk to the TVs every day. He runs out of good answers. But, you know, linemen, we kind of, even in practice, they stick us in the corner, right? So when we get our opportunity, we're ready to go.
Speaking of TV, I don't know if you watch Hard Knocks that much, but what would the Saints be like in a Hard Knocks atmosphere? To me, you have great characters. You're a character, Rob Ryan, Joe Vitt. I mean, there's some personalities on this team.
I'm honored to be placed in the same category of characters as Rob Ryan and Joe Vitt. Those are some big ones right there. Yeah, look, this team, we have a lot of fun. I think it's kind of been well documented. We got quarterbacks that play games, and our head coach pranks people, and our general manager pranks people. You know, we have a good time. We really do, and I think a lot of it is a good group of us have been together for a long time, and there's relationships kind of beyond football here. So I think we'd be great. I'm really glad that we've never done it. I think you kind of hold those moments special. We talk a lot about those are the things you're going to miss when you're done. You're going to miss the locker room. You're going to miss joking around. No one misses running after practice. You know, that's not like something that people miss, but you know, people aren't going to miss training camp, but you're going to miss the time you spend together. And so that's special bonding time for us, and I'm glad it's not on television, but we would entertain, I'm sure.
Last question I have. The Falcons, though, your first opponent of the season, are on Hard Knocks. Do you get any trade secrets, or are you watching this at all? Do you pick up anything?
I enjoy Hard Knocks. I think it's entertaining. I don't watch it real consistently. It's one of those deals I'll go back and kind of catch the ones I haven't. I've seen a couple of them. I don't know that you can pick up many secrets. First of all, I think it's all a lot simpler than we let people in on. You know, I think it's, at the end of the day, it's a lot more about whether you can block someone or whether you can make somebody miss, or than it is about tricking someone into not knowing what you're doing. So somebody upstairs is probably monitoring that show and making sure that if there's a call that you know someone's making, that we know what it is. And
that phone or something. Exactly,
yeah. But at the end of the day, you know, it's not something that we're going to grab a lot of information off of, other than who their characters are.
Listen, this has been fun the whole training camp. I wish we could have had this two-shot the whole time, but we were limited somewhat. But it was another edition of Can You Take Us Out once again?
Yeah, thanks for joining us for our final edition of Word On The Strief. It's been fun.
I may cry. I'm here in Metairie. Mike Neighbors with your CST Saints Training Camp Report. Thank you.